You know, we all love a good ghost story, right? But have you ever stopped to really think about what makes them so scary? I mean, it's way more than just a jump scare. The really good ones, they get under your skin and they stay there. So today we're going to break down a seriously creepy story from India about a late-night train ride. We're going to see exactly how things like isolation, suspense, and one terrible choice can come together to create pure, unforgettable horror. Everything kicks off with this really simple but really ominous warning from a mysterious beggar. Take care of yourself. Don't talk to any stranger. And right there, that's the hook. It's perfect foreshadowing. It just plants this little seed of unease, a warning that, let's be honest, you just know is about to be completely ignored.
Okay, so with that creepy warning just hanging in the air, we get dropped right into the story, and we meet our main guy, Jatin, all alone on this platform, in a setting that's about to go from eerie to his own personal prison.
I mean, just picture this scene. We're at Chinchwad station in Pune. It's midnight. It's a cold December night. And to make matters worse, the Mumbai-Pune Express he's waiting for is running 3 hours late. And you can tell every single one of these details is there for a reason, to just strip away all the usual noise and chaos of a train station, leaving behind something empty and really unsettling.
And this, right here, is where that feeling of total isolation really kicks in. Because the train is so ridiculously late, every other person who was waiting has just given up and gone home. So Jatin is now completely, totally, utterly alone. There's no safety in numbers here. There's nobody to even share a nervous glance with. It's just him and the empty platform.
All of a sudden, the train just thunders into the station, and it's already moving, so Jatin has no choice. He has to make a run for it, scrambling onto the very last coach. And as he catches his breath and looks back, he sees that beggar from before, just watching him, with this strange, knowing smile. It's as if he knew this was Jatin's fate all along.
So Jatin's on the train. He must be so relieved, right? Well, that feeling doesn't last long at all. The quiet unease he felt on the platform is about to crank up into full-blown dread, because he's starting to realize this is no ordinary train ride.
And here it is, the first huge red flag. Now, anyone who's ever taken the Mumbai-Pune Express knows it's always packed. I mean, you can barely find a place to stand. But Jatin looks around, and the train is completely, unnaturally empty. All the noise, the life you'd expect, it's just gone, replaced by this deep, bone-chilling silence. This is his first real clue that something is very, very wrong.
And the weirdness just keeps piling on. The entire compartment is empty. Until he spots him. One other man, just sitting at the far end. Maybe a little relief, right? At least he's not alone. But then Jatin starts to notice. The train isn't stopping. It's been moving for a long, long time, but they haven't passed a single station. He's trapped on a ghost train with no stops, hurtling toward who knows where.
Okay, so that creeping anxiety Jatin's feeling, it's about to be blown out of the water by pure, absolute terror. The whole mystery of this empty train and the silent passenger is about to be revealed in the story's horrifying climax. Jatin glances over at the other passenger, and in one heart-stopping flash, the man's face is just gone. And in its place is a nightmare, a crushed and bloody skull with nothing but empty, missing eye sockets. And that's it. That's the moment. Any thought that this was just a strange journey is obliterated. He's on a train with a ghost. And then the ghost tells Jatin his story. He explains that 20 years ago, on this very same train, he got into a fight with some drunks over a seat. They attacked him. They threw him from the moving train, his head hit a pole, and he was run over by another one coming the other way. And ever since that horrible night, his spirit has been trapped right here, riding these rails endlessly, searching for the men who killed him.
So the story takes a huge turn here. The horror isn't just about seeing a ghost anymore. Now, it's about what the ghost wants from Jatin. This is where our protagonist is faced with a terrifying and truly impossible choice.
The ghost turns to Jatin and lays out his deal. I need freedom, it says, and you must take my place. He explains that Jatin can get off this haunted train, but there's only one way. He has to agree to become its new phantom passenger, which would free the original spirit, but trap Jatin himself, at least until another poor soul comes along to take his place. So what do you do? What does Jatin do?
Does he fight? Does he say no? Well, this last part of the story reveals his decision. And in doing so, it reveals the truly terrifying cyclical nature of this curse. Trapped, terrified, and seeing absolutely no other way out, Jatin makes his choice. He looks at the ghost, and he gives in. "Fine," he whispers, "I will free you." And the second Jatin says those words, everything changes. A cold wind rips through the compartment. The ghost smiles one last, chilling time before just dissolving into thin air. And then, for the first time since he boarded, the train grinds to a halt. For just a split second, it really seems like the nightmare is finally over.
But here comes the final, brutal twist. The train doors slide open, but Jatin discovers he can't leave. He can't move. He's freed the ghost, sure, but he hasn't saved himself. He has simply inherited the curse. He is now the train's new spirit, bound to this journey forever, just waiting.
And so the train just keeps on rolling, but now with a new ghost on board. The horror isn't over. It's just been reset. The curse is a wheel that just keeps on turning, and Jatin is now just another link in an endless, horrifying chain, waiting in the cold and the dark for the next passenger.